Each and every year, people are told to go to the dentist, brush our teeth, floss, and eat less sugar. Unfortunately, we aren't like sharks and we can't regenerate our teeth. So we gotta take care of them. To better understand how we can keep our pearly whites nice and pearly, there are some important things that we should better understand. From how to save a tooth that just got knocked out from your mouth to teeth that are on sale on the black market. Here are the craziest things you need to know about teeth. But first, we'd like to give a quick shout out over here to this person who left this comment. We appreciate your insight and we'll see you next time. Number 18. White bread. If you're a fan of the Wonder Bread, you may want to think twice before getting involved. It's one of those sneaky foods that you gotta watch out for. While most breads contain sugars, white bread contains the most sugars, which means that if you eat it, it's more likely to stick to your teeth. Do you ever remember taking a bite from a PB&J and Wonder Bread sandwich and it getting stuck to the roof of your mouth? It does that to your teeth as well, which gives you a higher probability of not only getting diabetes, but also tooth decay. Number 17. Shark teeth. The carnivorous beast will feast on just about anything they can find, ranging from dolphins, seals, sea turtles, to rays. Their massive jaws can hold about 300 teeth, despite possibly losing one or two each week. Great white sharks can generate teeth unlike humans, mainly because their teeth are technically considered to be scales. Sharks might have some 3,000 teeth at one time and don't actually use those teeth to chew, but to rip off flesh. Number 16. Wisdom teeth contain stem cells. Baby fetuses aren't the only thing that contains stem cells, also your wisdom teeth do, that grow in your late teens. If you still haven't gotten yours pulled out yet, consider keeping them somewhere safe, since stem cells are used to help treat many diseases. It goes to show you how your teeth are a little bit more complicated than you might think. Soft tissue is extracted that's adhering to the wisdom tooth, and the pulp is usually what contains the cells the scientists are looking for. Number 15. Jam it in. You ever thought about getting into a bar fight with the person hitting on your girlfriend at the bar, but you didn't want to risk losing your teeth for her? Well, that's okay. In some cases, a tooth that's been knocked out can be saved if you're able to jam it back into your empty socket within 5 minutes of getting punched. Number 14. Teeth sharpening. If you thought some body mods were extreme, let's take a look at a few from around the world. Teeth sharpening is an extremely painful body mod that will forever change the shape of your teeth. This was common practice for many years in Southeast Asia, where it's considered to be beautiful. At what point is beauty worth not being able to chew your food? The Bagobo women from the Philippines would spend hours chiseling their teeth to look just right. Seems like the last place you want to make a dentist appointment at. Number 13. Pickles bad for teeth. You might want to hold off the pickles next time you go to Burger King. A strange study was recently done that showed there was a correlation with pickle consumption and tooth decay. Keep in mind that a lot of acidic foods can wear down your enamel, and pickles contain a lot of vinegar. Other foods high in acids such as berries, lemonade, and various fruit juices can have an impact on your teeth. Other suggestions to neutralize the acid in pickles would be to eat them with cheese or a sugar-free gum. Number 12. The Pacu fish. If a fish with human teeth like this doesn't creep you out, I don't know what will. This freshwater fish, indigenous to South America, has made its way north and within the borders of the US. The teeth are not similar to a piranha, who has more razor-sharp teeth. The Pacu's teeth are more square and straighter. You probably couldn't even tell the difference without seeing its face that they're not human teeth. These have been found swimming around in Lake Michigan too, so watch out. Toothpaste with plastic beads. You might come across a toothpaste that has plastic beads in it, and you should avoid getting those kinds at all costs. Not only can those plastic beads get caught in your gums, but they can also pollute the environment. You might not really notice it at first, but those little blue dots that give toothpaste that minty fresh look are being found embedded in gums. Microbeads are so small that they go down the drain and have been found in fish once they've been recycled. In 2015, the US enacted a federal ban on them, but they're still used in other countries. Number 10. Fight Club teeth. Imagine you're about to play a role as a badass fighter like Tyler Durden in a big Hollywood film where you're about to make millions of dollars. Brad Pitt might have gone too far when he voluntarily went to a dentist to have his front right tooth chipped. After the movie was done being filmed, he had the tooth capped to keep that pearly white smile. Number 9. Lizard Man. Teeth sharpening can also happen in Western cultures as well, but mostly intended to shock people. This man with the name of Eric also goes by the rightful name of Lizard Man. He appears as though he's in the process of shape-shifting from a human into a reptilian. He's done his best to make people think he's actually a lizard and not a real human, especially from his green tattoos, subdermal implants, and other extreme body mods. He can only pray he doesn't get some kind of infection. Number 8. Eating ice. Do you ever see someone chowing down on ice and just can't seem to figure out why the heck people do it? The extreme cold and harshness of pure ice can be enough to have a negative impact on the tooth enamel. Other things such as tooth fractures while chewing ice can be enough to get you to quit. Try to resist the urge the best you can. Number 7. Some expensive teeth. Recently, in 2018, a man pled guilty to smuggling more than $26,000 worth of sperm whale teeth from the Ukraine into the US. What kind of black market out there exists for whale teeth? Apparently, every tooth weighs about 2 kilograms, which can actually sell for $1,000 each on the black market. Number 6. Caveman Smile. Have you ever noticed when you're looking at caveman skeleton? They typically had almost perfect, non-crooked teeth, almost like they had some form of ancient orthodontics. The reason our teeth started becoming less perfect was mainly due to prehistoric farmers, long story short. Our teeth didn't necessarily have to be perfect in order for us to eat other softer foods that farmers were growing. Softer grains and fruit would allow humans with less straight smiles to survive as well. Other cultures across the globe who still rely on hunting and gathering as their method of survival have been shown to have more straight teeth. It's also been noted that once these tribes began eating more modern food, their teeth began to fall out quicker. If only we could have just stayed as cavemen, we wouldn't need to see the dentist as much. Number 5. Filter feeder teeth. Basically, animals' teeth will adapt to digest whatever food source is available throughout that time. So if you're a seal, and all you can really eat are crabs, then only the best seal with the strongest teeth will survive to pass down their genes. In this case, we see some pretty interesting teeth when animals are evolved to filter feed. This photo here shows the teeth of what's known as a crab-eater seal that's adapted to eat this way. It doesn't really eat crabs, but you can see how it displays teeth for both filtering and for biting into meat. Number 4. Tooth in cheese. We talked earlier about how cheese is good for your teeth since it has calcium and it balances out acidic foods. So it's kind of a mystery how something like this could have happened. Imagine buying a block of cheese at your grocery store and making the unexpected discovery of someone's tooth. Did someone bite off more than they could chew? In 2014, a woman from the UK described this as being one of the most disturbing events in her life. To make it even a little bit scarier, she'd also just been to the dentist. Number 3. Tooth staining. Each year, people spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars trying to keep their teeth white and clean. Tooth staining is somewhat preventable, but is bound to happen as we get older. There are 2 main types of teeth stains. Extrinsic, which means on the surface of the tooth. It's typically brought on by things such as drinking coffee, wine, smoking, or drinking soda. It's not terribly difficult to get these stains off just by simply brushing either. Intrinsic stains are the pesky stains that are hard to get rid of since they're below the surface of the tooth. This comes from aging, and extrinsic stains are getting below the surface. For treating stains such as this, Crest white strips work well. Number 2. Flossing not that important? You hear it over and over again from your dentist. You don't floss enough, your gums are bleeding, you must be a lazy human being. Did you ever once think, hey, maybe my gums are bleeding because you're poking me with something sharp? Flossing has been recommended since 1979, but during a 2015 study on flossing, it showed the majority of available studies failed to demonstrate that flossing is generally effective in plaque removal. Studies back in those times weren't quite as advanced as they are now. If anything, flossing will help reduce some gum inflammation, but the evidence is weak. It should also help out if you got a piece of spinach stuck in your teeth. Number 1. Vaseline your teeth. Did you think that Vaseline was just for keeping wounds disinfected? It turns out there are quite a few purposes for this stuff, and it might surprise you that your teeth can be whitened using it. Girls might use it occasionally to keep lipstick off their teeth, but that's not all. Beauty pageant contestants put it on their teeth before they go on stage to keep them from not smiling. If their teeth aren't showing, they'll get a taste of the Vaseline, so it's partially for discipline.